What do you do when the person you built your life around turns out to be a stranger in your own home? The driveway had always been an unremarkable stretch of crumbling asphalt, just another thing we'd both agreed to fix but never got around to. In a way, it mirrored our marriage. Slowly deteriorating, neglected, and riddled with cracks we both chose to ignore. But tonight it was no longer empty. It was a damp parking lot. 3 high-end vehicles glistened under the cold glow of the streetlight. The one that stood out most was a crimson Porsche, gleaming like fresh blood against the pavement. I didn't need to guess who they belonged to. I already knew. I had been tracking her movements for 3 painstaking months. The so-called conference dinners, the overnight stays, the hotel bar receipts she left in the laundry. Every detail now locked into place with cruel clarity. And there she was. Mira stood near the edge of the driveway, dressed in tailored elegance. Her silk blouse hugged her perfectly, a designer purse dangling effortlessly from her shoulder. Her blonde hair, polished and pristine, caught the breeze like something out of an ad. But her calm was shattered the moment her eyes met mine. Her painted smile faltered, and for a moment I saw it, guilt. Not the kind that sinks deep, but the shallow, self-conscious kind that surfaces when you're caught, not when you're truly sorry. "Jason," she said, almost breathless. Her tone coated in the fake softness she'd mastered over the years. Like honey that's been left out too long, stale, congealed. I didn't move closer yet. I just stared. "Back early," I said, my voice low and steady like a fuse being lit. "Tracked the location of your conference. Followed you to the restaurant. I saw you, Mira. I saw everything." Whatever mask she wore cracked a little more. Her lips parted, eyes darting toward the Porsche as if maybe she could still spin this into something salvageable. "There's an explanation." I cut her off, stepping toward her. "An explanation for what? Why 3 luxury cars are parked in my driveway, all owned by the same man? Is that your idea of a professional dinner?" Now the fear reached her eyes. Clear, undeniable. Her confident posture shrank as I closed the gap between us. "I saw the way you looked at him," I hissed. "The way he touched your back. The way you laughed like a schoolgirl trying to impress her crush. I saw the kiss." The rage wasn't just about the physical betrayal, it was the emotional desertion. The lies. The way she used my trust like a doormat while she built fantasies with another man. Business dinners. I barked a bitter laugh that cracked the silence around us. "That's what you call whispered promises over wine. Is that what business means now?" She reached out, as if touch could erase the months of deceit. I stepped back, recoiling like her skin burned me. "Don't," I said, my voice hoarse with fury and something deeper, heartbreak. "Don't ever touch me again." I turned my back on her, the gravel crunching beneath my feet as I walked away. Behind me, her voice broke into sobs and pleas, but I was done listening. I'd spent too long giving her the benefit of the doubt, too many nights convincing myself I was being paranoid. Inside the house I moved like a machine. I picked up my phone and began calling. The first number was to my lawyer. I laid it out clearly. Divorce proceedings, asset protection, and custody arrangements for our dog Remy. Then my accountant. Then a moving company. Each call was a brick in the wall I was now building between myself and the wreckage she had created. Her cries from outside blended into the background, a pathetic soundtrack to her unraveling. This wasn't about vengeance, it was about liberation. I had documented everything. The expensive gifts, the spa days paid for by a man she barely admitted knowing, the trips with her friends, that lined up perfectly with Marco's travel itinerary. My lawyer was impressed by the thoroughness, said I'd make it out clean. And Marco, poor arrogant Marco, was blindsided when I contacted him. Thought she was separated. Thought she was available. The shock in his voice when I mentioned legal consequences was almost satisfying. He ghosted her faster than a sinking ship. Soon the whispers began. The rumors in her friend group. The polite avoidance at brunch. The shifting glances at yoga class. The polished image she had cultivated so carefully began to crumble just as fast as her facade had. And I watched, not with joy, not with sadism, just a quiet, exhausted relief. Like finally coming up for air after nearly drowning. 6 months later, the divorce was final. She lost the house, the lifestyle, even her social safety net. Marco was long gone. Her reputation shattered. I walked away with everything that mattered. Including Remy. The house is quiet now. Peaceful. The kind of silence that doesn't feel lonely, but earned. Sanctuary. I sip my wine on the porch most evenings, staring out at the now empty driveway. Funny. It once held the symbols of betrayal. Now it holds nothing but peace. Betrayal taught me pain. But survival taught me purpose. She tried to gamble with my trust and lost everything. I lost her but found myself.